Hi, parents. I'm Mr. Biezad. This is Global Studies. Your son or daughter is in this class. Hopefully, if your son or daughter is not in Global Studies, then by all means log out and find out where you're supposed to be. So let's just do a quick breakdown of what Global Studies looks like, and let's see if I can do it in 10 minutes or less and be dynamic. I'm not sure how one is dynamic in this forum, but I'm going to try. So your son or daughter has logged in to Canvas. Here it is. Their front page probably looks something like this, with different titles, of course, but they come here to Global Studies, and it's time for class. What do they do? Well, at the appropriate class time, they come here, and then they can click anywhere on this banner, and that will go straight to a Zoom link, and I will be there, probably waiting. If you ever have questions and you want to Zoom with me and it's during the school day, by all means, you can try to push onto that button. Um, I might be in class, which would be kind of awkward if I let you in. But if I'm not in class, I'm fully open and willing to have that conversation. If those hours don't work for you, then by all means, send me an email. How do you do that? Right here. Email SBIEZAD@auhsdschools.org. Please, questions, comments, anything, criticisms, praise. We love praise. All of that. I am open minded. I am open for suggestions. This is new. The Canvas thing, the distance learning, I think it's new for everybody. I am all ears if you've got some great suggestions. This is Global Studies, so there's plenty of suggestions to be going around. Do I have curriculum set up? Yeah, I have set curriculum. There is objectives, and here are the things that are in the curriculum, but it has happened in the past that we spend a lot of time right here. And there's a lot of stuff going on in the world right now. We might not hit some of the other things. I would like to hit water shortages. I'd like to hit a little bit on clean air. But if we don't, there's riots in the streets, there's defunding police, there's COVID-19 going around, this whole purpose that we're in the distance learning. There's a lot going on that we might not even have to open a book. That said, there is no book for this classroom. Your son or daughter will need a notebook to write in, because I believe in writing. I believe it helps with the memory. But ultimately, if they have anything specific to read, I will give it to them. So, or they'll find it. So they come here and they log in. They come into the meeting. I let them in the meeting. I'm taking attendance. And what they're going to see, they've been told they come straight here. This is, I probably should update this. But this is what they're going to see. There's a warm up right here. Google form, fill this out. I did something. I'm not sure what happened. They were able to fill it out because I took the link and I put it into a chat, trying to work around. Hopefully, I can figure out why it wasn't working from the Google form, and they can do it. They can do it the way it's supposed to happen. But we got around it. We figured it out. Everybody has been given a group. They're in a group. The reason we do that is we're comfortable talking to our friends. So hopefully we'll be open-minded about what we're talking about to our friends. That doesn't mean they're going to be in those groups all the time, obviously, but there are some things that we're talking about that I want people to be able to feel comfortable having those conversations. That is extremely important, especially in this day and age, that we are listened to. We feel like people are hearing us, and we can move forward. We can have disagreements and move forward without hating each other. So what do we do, and what do we do a lot? From a grading standpoint, if you look, let's talk about grades. 90, 80, 70, 60 is my generic scale. Homework projects and participation is 35%. The final exam, unit, test, quiz, other assessments are 65. That's straight out of the student handbook. Most of our assessments, we might have a test or two, but most of our assessments are project-based. I'm still working on exactly what that looks like in this format. But it's, you put a presentation together. Maybe you're going to record a video, and we'll watch it as a class. Maybe you'll do a PowerPoint presentation, much like this right now. There's a lot of different ways to do it, but those also count as assessments. This is a great class, especially if your son or daughter is a little leery about talking in front of groups. There's no pressure here. I put down a specific set of standards. This is what I want to see in the presentation, and so long as they meet those standards, the grade's going to reflect that. Not too difficult. If there's issues that we are not covering and you think we should cover, by all means, there is a place that you can go, and that's right here to my email, sbz@auhstschools.org. You can do that. Any given Monday, I'm a little behind. Here's why I'm behind. Last week and the week before, I spent a lot of time working on Canvas, learning this new system, figuring it out. I got it down. I've got these mock lessons. I've done it. I've graded mock papers. I've had mock submissions. And holy holy Batman, here we come in Monday. I've got students and nothing works. It doesn't work the way it's supposed to. So back up. So I'm backed up a little bit. I will have everything updated, and hopefully on a regular basis, this will have the agenda for the week. It's not necessarily have the links, but the agenda will be here. This will match this. And then at the end of the week, when we're moving into the next week, I will take week 2 and put it right above week 1. Week 1 will stay. And the reason it stays is so if you need to review or you need to go back and you need to see what you missed, there it is. It's right there. Let's see. What does synchronous learning look like? Well, today, it looks a lot like us getting into groups, me showing them what I want from them, and them doing what I'm asking. So today, what we did, it's my general warm up. It's called "Where Am I?" And what I do, I name all of my assignments animals. That way, I can refer back to them easily. But what they do is they put into a PowerPoint, and I modeled here. They put it into a PowerPoint. What city is this? And we give them one picture. Ooh, what's in a couple of guesses? I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe, and then another picture that's a little bit more specific. If you know anything about the city, you should be able to get it. And then finally, there it is, right there. You should know that one. Not a single student today knew what city this was. For those of you who don't know, that's fine. No worries. It's Chicago. So then what they did is they have access to this. Didn't work out the way it was supposed to. But I figured out what the problem was, so we're going to fix that. It'll take about 2 minutes on Friday for each student to upload, and then this whole thing will be populated, and we will go through the slides, and we'll have a game of what city am I in. That would be a presentation grade, and that would fit as a test grade, so long as they put the three pictures in there. We're good to go. So that's synchronous learning. Asynchronous learning might be here, read this. I'm not going to give them a lot of stuff to read and then stare at them while they're reading. In a synchronous setting, I'd have them read ahead of time and then bring their thoughts to the synchronous session. Again, I'm big on opinion. Whatever it is that what they think, that's what's most important. Where do we get our research? How do we figure out what we think and what builds those relationships? I talked about assessments. That's pretty much it from a navigation standpoint. I am learning new things every day. I'm learning how to do new things every day. If you're a Canvas expert, I will be happy to sit down with you and say, how do I do this? How do I do that? I love using Google Forms. I like giving surveys, and I like being as dynamic as possible. It's a new skill, and I'm working on it. If you have any questions, if you have any suggestions, if you have concerns, by all means. You don't know what to do? Well, let me tell you right here. You will go to the front page, and there it is. My email. I will respond if you email me directly in a Gmail. I'll almost always respond pretty quickly. Um, if you respond through Canvas, then I can't do it on my phone, and I'll have to come to Canvas, which means it's a lot easier on the computer. So if you're concerned about something and you want immediate response, and I have one, email is a great way to go directly through Google. Um, I hope this was helpful. I hope you all have a, a good year. Um, it's going to be an interesting one. And go Mats. And I hope to see most of you before the end of the semester. Have a good night.